I'm currently in my kitchen and no one cares. Why am I even literally, what? Now this is what I call production. Amazing. Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. Okay, so let's talk about passions and stuff. I don't have any. So, but I know that there's also a lot of people like me who still have no idea what they're doing at the age of 23. Can you just hang out with me, please? So I went to Target and I wanted to paint, and like everyone's in Target wearing masks and buying toilet paper and buying necessities, and I think this is a necessity for me to pursue my random desire to do things that I'm not good at. So I got some canvas. This is just some tiny, like, yeah, great at explaining. I bought some brushes. Ooh, we lost one. A bunch of different acrylic paints, which for some reason were sort of low in stock, so I guess everybody's painting. I thought, like, you know, there's just so many options to what I can paint, to what I can draw, and I was really looking deep within myself and wanted something that really spoke to me. So I decided that I was gonna draw the peach and the eggplant emoji. And I know what you're thinking. Did you pick sexual emojis on purpose? And the answer is yes, yeah, I did. Because you know what none of us are getting this quarantine? Sex, that's what. How are you guys doing? You know what this is? If you know what this is, if you're Korean, you should know what this is. If you know what this is, leave a comment below. Great, I have a camera here, I have a camera here, and I think this is as good as it's gonna get because I don't have another tripod and I'm currently balancing this camera on a coffee mug that currently has coffee in it. So that's just how, I don't have a budget for this, okay? I lost my job, I don't have any money. Please Venmo me at SCU. Just kidding. Not really though. I don't know why I opened it so like a fucking idiot. I don't know why I opened it like that. No explanation. Oh. I'm just glad it didn't shatter. Oh my God. Why am I sweating? Oh my God. May or may not have gone in my mouth. She's actually, is that not like the cutest peach? I remember in middle school there would be rumors about like people who've already had sex, and I like know that some of them are true, but I remember just like hearing that and being like I literally didn't even know how to put a tampon in until like late middle school. And that story is actually hilarious because how it happened was that I was in a bathroom and all my friends, there's one friend who was in the bathroom with me and all the other friends were outside of the door, and the friend is facing like the corner. I'm like hovering over the toilet. I'm just like terrified out of my mind. And my friend is facing in the corner of her bathroom and she goes like, she's like, okay, and I have a mirror. And I have a mirror and I'm like looking at my vagina, maybe possibly for the first time ever in my entire life, because I wanted to go swimming with them, but I was like, oh, I'm on my period, and then all the girls were like, haven't you used a tampon before? And I was like, no. I'm using a mirror to literally see my crotch, and it's just, now that I look back at it, I think it's so hilarious, and I'm like, I don't even really know what hole you're talking about. But I was like, oh, I think I found it. And of course at this time, nothing had ever been up there before. So I don't remember, I was so tense that it was like painful when I put the tampon in, and I was scared of like slipping and losing it in there or something. So I didn't put it up out of the way. And for ladies, you know that if you don't put the tampon in all the way, or like If you don't put it in all the way, you literally feel it. Like, you'll feel your tampon the entire day. And like, that's how it was. And I remember thinking like, oh my God, this is so uncomfortable. Like, why would anyone use a tampon? Like, I was essentially just holding like cotton with my freaking vagina. It was just like literally halfway out. Great, now I'm glad we're all best friends here. I feel like she's like as good as she's gonna get. Okay, now for the eggplant. What are some other embarrassing coming to stories? Oh, the time my mom tried to tell me about STDs. This one's great. I'm like 19 and we're on this cruise and my mom all of a sudden is like, I think at this point, I have a boyfriend in college. And my mom at this point is probably like, my daughter's probably a hoe, she's probably had sex. So she sits me down, like so random, out of nowhere goes like, you have to be so careful about hairpiss. And I'm like, hairpiss? What the hell is hairpiss? And she's like, you know, when you have sex, there's like these diseases you can get. And I think this is so funny because she's literally she's not even having the birds and the bees talk with me. She's just like going straight into an STD talk. And I just think it's freaking hilarious because it's like, first of all, this is coming really late. Because I think in Asian culture, we're so like, don't ask about sex, don't talk about sex, especially if you grew up Christian, it's like the worst sin ever, you know? So it's like, there's just not a really like open, healthy conversation that's had. What the hell are you saying, hairpiss? And then I realize that she's trying to say herpes. And I fucking die laughing. Yeah, but use protection, kids. Did your parents ever have the birds and the bees talks with you guys? If so, how old were you? I did it. My masterpiece is complete. Oh, great. So that killed like maybe an hour of my quarantine time life. I need a fucking job.